Yeah.
Yo, what is up?
Live, everybody. What's going on?
This is Cobra straight from the underground podcast with my co-host Yoda Joe
Yes, sir.
and Art the Claus himself.
Yes,
Yo, this
Terrifier
was good
3.
There
You
was
and
don't.
before it started, Mike.
and this is podcast episode 5.
What's
Let's
up,
go.
Jim?
Yo,
Art the
what's up, Jim?
Clown. Remember, guys, to watch Terrifier 3 on the big screen on October 11th, okay? If you don't watch it, you're in big trouble. Okay, what?
I rather be in big trouble
Oh my god,
than
no,
not
no,
watch
no,
it.
no. I should not have said that. I don't know why it was.
I'd rather be in big trouble, really.
Than not watch it.
Are you gonna watch Venom 3?
Yes, I am gonna watch.
Did you
that.
see the. Oh, yeah. Did you see the
Bro,
new.
Mike Barnes, that's false. You've never seen my karate, so you can shush.
Did you see that? Wait, hold on.
Mike,
Underground. Wait,
I think I
Underground.
know who you are, Mike.
Wait, guys, hold on. I'm trying to say something. Did you guys see the new look of the new symbiote for Venom 3?
You mean the Baja Blast one?
That's Lasher, by the way, if you guys know who that is.
Yeah, Baja Blast symbiote.
No, it's Lasher, Joe. Lasher's his name. Don't.
Oh, Melissa's backstage underground.
Wait, hold on.
Someone
I
check
don't
the
know.
IP address on this Mike Barnes account.
Is that even her?
Oh yes, it is. It is. Hold on.
It's
Wait.
Melissa? Okay. I want to see the
Wait,
IP
hold on.
address on Mike Barnes account.
Melissa, type something in the comment, please.
Yeah, because
I wanted to talk in comments.
I find it weird. Because usually she would comment first in the chat, then join. I don't know. Something feels off. Or maybe I'm just going crazy.
I want to see his IP address. I'm
on my
Oh yeah.
Okay. I got nervous for a second. I thought this was the Terry guy.
It's her.
Hey, Bonsai.
Melissa's good. I was talking about.
Hey,
I'm talking about this Mike Barnes.
In the chat first from now on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought you were the silver guy for a second. I was
so worried. You are fake,
no worries. It's better to be safe than sorry. No worries at all.
I can't check my IP address, really?
I'm sorry.
Are you sure I can't check it?
Yeah,
dude.
It's good to check.
Yeah.
Mike Barnes, you know this guy is actually a Silver's top student, right? Just letting you know.
Bro, I can check that. I can check that IP address, Mike. And the fact you don't want
Silver
me to
can check
makes me think I know who you are.
But yeah, I could see
the fact you say you're not fake tells me you are fake. So
wait, hold on. Can I bring up the theory real quick? So I don't know if you'll agree with me
you
on this one.
You will teach me. I don't need you to teach me, bro.
What?
So the theory is, Melissa, I know this might be far-fetched, but after watching part 1, I did see a video on Tori, right? And apparently someone said that Tori will not leave Cobra Kai until then with Kreese, because I feel like Kreese will also leave, because by the end of part 2, he has to get his redemption somehow.
Wait, I missed the first part. What'd you say?
So there's a on Tori, right? So do you think both Tori and Kreese will leave it at the end of part 2 for Cobra Kai? The Korean Cobra Kai, whatever the Cobra Kai is?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's possible. It could be.
Now here's my second of thoughts. Now I know this might be crazy, okay? But after watching part 1, how Sensei does not like Silver or her father, do you think she might also help Kreese and the good guys? I know it's a far fetch, but
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were gonna say you don't know, because we've seen how evil she was and all that stuff. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Kreese will be on a redemption arc, but I mean, like, I definitely do see him teaming up with Daniel and Johnny to take down Silver, the Miyagi-Do's to take down Silver, but I don't see him joining Miyagi-Do, and I don't see. I mean, I would love it if Tori went back to Miyagi-Do, but if she does, There's a chance she might not, but I definitely see
And
there.
here's the thing, Melissa. We've seen twists and turns in the past, especially part 1, right? I'm just saying, like, I just have a feeling they're gonna do a 360 on us and have Sensei Kim help us as well against Silver and her father. I don't know why. Something just
Have
I
you
mean,
seen
it
the
could be.
Netflix trailer
But like I
for
said,
Geek Week
I don't see Kreese
and
joining
in
Miyagi-Do.
the
yeah.
thumbnail? Make it
Here's
all
the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing, though. I don't see Kreese or Kim joining Miyagi-Do, but I do see them helping them in a way.
Yeah, that's what I see that. I see
think
that.
both Kreese and Kim, because I feel like
Bro,
Sensei
you're not
Kim-
chosen. Get out of here.
I think Sensei Kim will help them too. I don't know why. Something tells me she's gonna help them take down Silver, her own grandfather. I don't know why. Something just.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have to
I
see
don't think
more.
she's gonna officially like join them and be like, "Oh, we're good." I just feel like she's gonna help them, and that's it. She's gone after that.
Yeah, I have to see more of Kim's development before I can make that.
Yeah, you know what? I think you know what, Melissa. You just give me a good idea because development. Do you think? Okay, you know how people are saying, "Oh, Sensei Kim is gonna make Tori show no mercy." Do you think that there might be a trick on us where Chris actually like somehow help Sensei Kim and give her development somehow, some way, because she cares about Chris, right?
I could see that.
Because
I could see
I
that.
want to see more Chris and Kim. I think we need to see more in part 2. Then I'll understand.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is on her
But
side after all.
for where her character's going, I have to see more of her. I have to see more of her development.
But here's the thing: can we all agree? I don't know if it's just me, but she's less evil in part 1 than season 5. Is it just me? I don't know if it's just me.
I don't think we got enough of her. I don't think we got enough of her to make
something
that.
just feels off.
I don't know. I do feel like, look, and I don't want to cut anyone off. I'm like, obviously, I know you guys are speaking. I don't want to cut anyone off, but
Yeah,
I do feel like that the scene, and I've been thinking about this for a while after rewatching part 1. I would say, like, because of everything she made Tori do in season 5, I would say in season 5 there's more. She's more like an anime character, like pure evil, than like has like any like thing that would say give her a redemptive quality. But there is one thing in part 1 that I think reveals that we might be likely seeing a change in her. There's more to her than meets the eye, basically.
Right.
And what I've seen is it's how she reacted, when she watches the fight between Quan and Yoon.
That's what I'm saying, because I just feel like something just feels off. Like I feel like maybe Kreese
bro,
will.
I feel like
Here's the
these
thing: Kreese will
characters-
probably change her for the better. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because she made it seem like Yoon was such a respectful leader and like
Oh,
he was
yeah,
gonna show no
huh.
mercy, but he
He
was
did.
so like kind and so like I'm the leader, but he wasn't at all like he didn't have that energy that like Quan had. And like
You know
she was
what?
all
You know
about
what,
how
Joe? You just gave me an
disrespectful he is.
idea. You just gave
Yeah,
me
I
an
mean,
idea.
if yeah, I mean, like I said, we haven't really seen much of her like development. But I mean, she does like compared to Kreese, she is less evil, and definitely towards her grandfather, she's less evil. But I have to see more of her to make that.
Here's the thing, though. I had an idea, Joe. Can I bring up an idea real quick? Because I know people are gonna say she's evil, but I don't know why. I have a feeling. I think when Quan is fighting someone, I don't know if she's gonna. I still don't think she likes Quan. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think Sensei Kim still likes Quan. She probably still hates him. Let's be for real.
You're probably not wrong.
She never liked the Quan as a student, as the best student. She liked Yoon more. So that's why I think every time Quan fights, I think Kreese will be happy, cheerful. But every time Yoon wants a fight in the tournament, she's gonna start cheering. I think there's gonna be like a difference with Kreese and Kim. If you think about it.
I have noticed that.
Because when
I have
I'm
noticed
just saying, like in part 2, right? I'm betting you right now. The moment Quan wins a match, Kreese is gonna be happy. The moment Yoon wins a match, she's gonna be happy, and you'll see a big difference there.
I think
If
it's
he's in the lineup, hopefully he's in the lineup.
Well, yeah, I think that one thing I could see happening is if Yoon wins a match, I could see almost Kreese being disappointed, and then maybe see, like, I think his attention is going to be only on Tori and on Quan, and then when you look at Yoon, I think he's not going to care.
Because I feel like Tori, I don't know why. I feel like they're gonna do a 360. I don't know why. Something just feels off. I don't know why, but
You mean a 360?
I don't know. Because they always do this whole 360 stuff, and something just tells me something.
Like, but what do you mean 360 on Tori? Like, what do you mean?
Because remember how I think it was season 4, right? The All Valley was season 4.
Right.
Remember how Kreese was siding
We're
with
not letting you
Tori?
up, bro.
Remember
Right.
how Kreese was siding with Tori against Silver?
Yeah.
Imagine they actually do a 360 on us, and Kim is the one that sides with Tori against Kreese. Imagine that.
Well, actually, no. I think Tori is going to actually be Kreese's like new morality. Like I definitely I definitely think that there's going to be like a father-daughter kind of like bond between them. We're going to see more of it. And because like the thing of it is, I know people like tend to think of Tori like as Kreese's replacement of Johnny Lawrence, but think of it is though too. He never showed mercy to Johnny. Never. Once. Tori, he did. He showed mercy to Tori. And I think that, believe it or not, I think Tori is quote unquote, and I don't mean this way that it sounds, but I think that she is Kreese's new weakness, as he would say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
I do see that now. I'm starting to think that that's the case because he killed Johnny in the hallucination. Now that weakness is gone, so he only has Tori now, right? So
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even before that hallucination, Kreese never showed mercy to Johnny the way he showed mercy to Tori.
True.
yeah, like every time he always sides with Tori, and I see it now.
Yeah.
What did you guys see what Jim Tim said about the Netflix trailer for Geek Week?
Yeah, I seen
What?
that trailer. I seen the trailer for Geek Week.
He said,
I haven't seen it.
"Have you seen the Netflix trailer for Geek Week? In the thumbnail, Miguel is there, so we're definitely getting a teaser."
Well, the thumbnail. Here's the thing: the thumbnail doesn't really show much because that thumbnail of Miguel, it's literally from the season 6 poster, the post he has. So I'm just gonna say right now.
At least we're getting something, you know.
I think we'll get something though. Something tells me we'll get a teaser. It's not gonna, because I want to just talk about season 4 real quick. The reason why
Yeah.
it was a letdown because they were still filming, they were still editing during that time, so that's why it was a letdown.
Right, we got a teaser that we'd already seen.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they did it, here's the thing.
We
The
did.
reason why they did it is because it was a few months ago since season 4 came out. Because I think Geek Week was May, right? May or June.
I think
And
so.
then season 4 came out in December. That's far away. So I understand. But for Geek Week now, part 2 is in 2 months. So they can show something for part 2. There's a difference there. But I think we'll get like a small teaser, honestly. Like,
Yeah, I think we'll get I think we'll get the teaser that we got in part 1. You know,
it'll be
like,
something like that. Like they'll show footage. Like I think
Yeah.
you know what I think we'll get in the teaser, and I'm starting to I have some predictions. So I think in the beginning of the teaser, we might actually see Robbie and Quan like confronting each other at the bar where Tori and Robbie are looking at each other. So Robbie and Quan confronting each other. And then we'll see a little bit more of Daniel and Johnny outside the tournament talking. And also, I think we'll see an extended cut of Quan. You know the scene where Quan is kicking so high inside
Yeah.
the dojo? We'll see an extended cut of that. And then by the end of the teaser, we see Silver. That's what I'm
They
thinking.
should
Yeah,
have saved
could be.
that Terry Silver
could be.
trailer at
I'll be right back. But that could be. Anything's
And yes,
possible.
I do think we'll see Silver in the teaser. I don't care when it says we're seeing that guy in the teaser, okay? I'm going to just...
Anything's possible.
Because I did hear a rumor that he is in the teaser. That's why I'm hearing a rumor, which I can believe it, honestly, because he's going to be in part 2. Oh, we're going to talk about this? What is this? Oh,
so Sholo had his podcast today, I think.
yeah.
Do we
Have
learn
you
anything interesting?
seen it? Have you seen it?
I'm back. What happened?
Have you seen this week's Lone Lobos podcast?
No, not yet. I haven't seen it. Why? What's it about?
It's about um uh Jacob Bertrand was not there again because he's busy in Korea, I think, filming.
Oh, okay.
What was he
And
filming?
um he's filming that Korean
Oh,
movie or
the Korean movie that he's doing with Alicia Hannah Kim.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really good for him.
Yeah, so in this podcast that he did, um he had a special guest, a a songwriter rapper goes by the name of King Crook. Um and and basically it uh they go on about with music, talking about life, music, and record labels, and even Blue Beetle. They talk about Sholo's movie Blue
Sorry, I'm
Beetle.
just need to mute.
Yeah, this podcast that Sholo did was very interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I can't wait to see it. Hi, Mike Barnes.
Yeah. Oh,
We're in the middle of a discussion. If we don't answer you guys right away, it's because we're talking right now. We'll
Yeah.
answer you eventually.
okay.
Yep.
Melissa,
What's up, Juan? How's it going?
didn't you say that you had some surprises as well?
Yeah, we want
Yeah.
to hear your topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, your topics as well.
Yeah. I kind of want to get into this whole like like this whole division in the fandom thing
Okay.
that's been going on. Like, I feel like the closer we get to the Sekai Tekai, the more divided the fans seem to be on who they want to win, and it's like it's getting out of hand. I don't know
Oh
about you.
yeah,
Getting
I've been noticing that a
it's
lot
been
lately.
getting way out of hand.
Yeah.
Yes, we all have our own personal preference on who wants to win, on who they want to win on the Sekai Tekai. But come on, guys, we can't be, like for me, like I
Sorry,
like
I'm laughing.
I've been actually getting, like, I mean, it hasn't happened in a couple of weeks, but it was getting out of hand with me, where I've been actually like threatened and harassed and just like bullied online just by people who don't agree that about Sam winning the Sekai Tekai, Sam and Robbie winning the Sekai Tekai. It's like, just
I agree.
guys, chill out.
Yeah.
Out. It's just a theory. And to be honest, I really don't care when it gets down to it. I really don't care who wins the Sekai Tekai, not because I don't love the show or anything, but because I know every character is going to get a win that they deserve. I know they're gonna close up the arcs, and I know that everybody's gonna be giving a satisfying ending. But come on, guys, we don't have to attack each other.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I hate like getting like with these debates. We get sucked into them, and we find ourselves in a place we never even wanted to be in the first place. It's like at the end of the day, I just want the characters to get their to get their endings, their satisfying conclusions.
Yeah.
it. I want the story full circle, everything to a close with only a minimal with only a minimal being that something that's left open for a spinoff. But everything brought to full circle, everything closed, and I don't why like I have to ask, why do we have to hurt each other over characters that don't exist in the first place?
Yes, Sensei Barnes. I'll be there. Sorry, I had to say it.
Over characters over a TV show that don't exist in the first place.
Yeah, Melissa, your topic that you brought, I'm glad you brought this up because you asked me about this a while ago, and I was going to talk to you about this because I've been waiting on you to send me notes about this stuff because I've been working on a video about it that I'll hopefully get to do tonight because I really think this is getting ridiculous. I mean, you know me, I know you've been bullied, but I've been bullied extremely just on my excitement over certain characters coming in and certain things I'm excited about because apparently we live in a day and age where
you can't be excited without somebody taking it personally. And you can't write
if we have an opinion, our opinion's wrong, and we're horrible people because we have a different opinion than them. It's like,
yeah.
So you can put like in the notes, too. You can put in the notes if you still can.
Yeah, I'll make. It's not done yet, so I will totally.
We need to stop hurting each other.
I agree.
It's not because. Let me put it to you this way: the characters aren't real, the show is not real, but the things that we say to each other, that's real. The pain that we cause, that's real. The pain that we make the other person feel in their hearts, that's real. I mean, yes, the lessons that we learn the lessons that we learn from Cobra Kai are real as well, but
I agree. Yeah, Call the Cobra. You bring up a good point. Call the Cobra. I just want to ask you, if you are like looking for a much more positive environment, and looking for any different communities that you're interested in joining, maybe ones that aren't dealing with as much toxicity, you should definitely check out my channel if I haven't already. I support multiple fandoms. I'm even working on my own fan series of things because I just am personally tired of the disrespect, and I'm looking forward to the future and making my own stories. So if you're interested in, you want to be a fan of things but don't want to see all the toxicity, this is what happens when you have a lot of people when shows get really big and when you get a lot of entertainment and a lot of this stuff happens, a lot of people, there's fandoms that are tearing each other apart because of how big the fandom gets.
And it's not even like,
and they don't know how to act.
Right, and it's not even like they take something that somebody said so personally, and like it's not even about it's not even about their favorite character, and it's not even about them. It's like that's how a certain someone who I think we all know who has made a name of himself, who's the biggest hater in this community and of the show, turn their sights on me because I said something about Tori getting injured in the Sekai Tekai. That was it. But that was it. It was nothing personal against them. I didn't even know this person existed when I made that theory. But that was it. That was enough for them to turn their sights on me and to start writing nasty comments to me, sending them to me, and just being plain nasty.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't mean to cut you off.
That's all right. That's all right, Underground. Go ahead.
But I have to ask Call of the Cobra something.
Okay.
Hey, why did you block me in the first place? I really don't get why you did that. Honestly, I'm not mad. I just don't understand why you did that.
And something else too. Yeah, the toxicity of this fandom is like the division is out of control. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. But nothing is gonna scare me from, nothing is gonna stop me or scare me from saying how I feel or enjoying being a part of the community like the way that I do. Because if I take a
Facts.
step, if I
Facts, my
stop
coin.
doing that, if I stop going online and just stop talking to people, then that's letting them win. Then that's they've scared me off the computer offline, and I'm not going to let them do that.
We
I was
can't
just
let not to allow me to interject for a second. I'm not gonna let. I don't think we should let any of these people allow anyone to do that, because the fact that people are doing that is wrong.
That's what
Yeah,
I
it
mean.
is
That's
acting
what I'm
weird.
saying.
Sure.
I'm not going to let I'm not going to let anyone's negativity stop me from being a part of this community as much as I am.
You know,
Yeah,
I was
I
doing
get
that
it.
for a while too. I got so upset. So let's have real talk for a minute, guys. We're on
Alright.
a very important topic. I know we normally talk about theories and stuff, but while we're on this real talk situation, this silver person has made me so depressed. I've started trying to go to therapy and stuff with my fiance and everything, because this person has literally been trying everything to tear down not only my fandom and my life things, but my life in general. He's been trying to attack, even though he has no idea what my life is. He
Right.
comes at me in all my streams with something I'm supposed to be doing for a job to try and make money on my day-to-day life, where I used to do as a hobby for fun. He's turned into something horrible and weaponized it and made me feel horrible. So like a lot of my content has been lacking lately because I don't have the strength and energy to talk about anything, because this menace out here is making me feel so self-conscious and so angry all the time.
I know that there are people out there that are just plain jerks, and they
Yep.
shouldn't be given a computer, let
I
alone be
agree
allowed
with that
online.
100%. They should not be
Eh,
given a computer.
But it's like to bring back what you were saying, what I was saying is that we can't let what other people's constant negative harassment just keep us from doing what we love, saying how we feel. Because if we do that, if we back out of this community, if we back out of doing something that we love, then they win.
Agreed. We
Then
don't want them
then
to.
they win.
Hold up. Where did they don't deserve phones or for computers? Yeah, I want to read this message by. Is it Isaiah?
Sure.
Do
Wait.
you think Silver will kill somebody? I will say I am not. I'm not opposed to it happening, and I do see the likelihood of it happening. Actually,
Yeah,
now
I do
now
too.
when you say kill someone, now that you could take it a number, you could take it a number of different ways. Like the obvious is he kills Kreese. But then
I'm thinking that.
there's other things that are on the table too, I think, as well. Be respectful, no
Yeah.
drama. I agree with that message. All these toxic
Yeah.
people are just losers. They have no life. They're not worth your time. You got to block them and ignore their attention seekers. And because mommy and daddies don't give them enough. Yeah, you're not
and
wrong.
Yeah, and
Well,
the
so-
truth is too, it's like even block you just gotta like not just block them physically, but you've also got to block them mentally too, because they can get on different accounts. They different screen names and just keep going and just keep
Yeah, that's
showing.
the problem we run into when we get these people like Silver, where they just reappear. They have 600 phones.
So you
and
gotta
they
like virtually, you gotta like mentally block them out, like they're not even there.
Yeah.
And I know
So
that that's easier said than done, but it's just something you got to do. Like, don't even acknowledge them in the chat.
Yeah, you just
Like-
have to not acknowledge them. Like big streamers all the time, they just don't acknowledge. Like they talk to people when they enter the stream, but if people are causing problems, just focus on what you're doing and ignore the negativity. Focus on what's happening and don't.
Yeah,
Don't let that
yeah,
happen.
and
and to
pretty
go
much
back
have
to this,
fun with it.
yeah,
Have
exactly.
fun with it.
This was supposed to be fun, something that connected us all. But
It pretty
this
much
to go back, I feel like
did actually. It pretty much did.
yeah, it did. But I feel like as we get closer to the Sekai Tekai, I feel like the division among the fandom in general, not between us, not
Yeah.
between those of us who have brains and common sense. I feel like this division is getting stronger as we get closer and closer to the Sekai Tekai. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Because like I've said,
Thanks,
and
Tim.
people seem to be missing this point. Like, I don't like the division between Robbie and Miguel. And you want it over who should win the second tag between Robbie and Miguel and Sam and Tori. I don't like it because it's getting stronger, it's getting hateful, and it's getting hurtful. And
agree.
the closer we get to this, the stronger it's getting. And I cannot tell you how many times I felt like I've had to justify why me saying, because Joe, you've heard me say this over and over and over again. I have said several times that yes, I could see Sam winning because it makes more sense. It makes more sense to the story, and if you
I'm gonna
give her
send it
a great plot,
IRL. Quick.
you know, like with her fighting for Tori, all of that. I see Sam. I don't see Tori winning while she's in Cobra Kai. But that doesn't mean, and I've also said that doesn't mean that I don't want Tori to get a win at all.
I agree.
But people seem to be focusing on the fact that I'm saying, oh, I want Sam to win and Tori to lose. I'm like, not saying that really. I just don't see her winning while she's in Cobra Kai.
You know, and one thing that I think that if we're gonna talk different opinions, different things.
You're right.
My thing's frozen. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go audio mode because StreamYard's having a field day today, so I am just not wanting to do camera right now.
Noticed that. I have noticed.
Yeah.
So we'll do it this way because it's just being dumb. So I really feel as long as Tori is true to herself, like what Chosen brings up, if she doesn't go back into Miyagi-Do, if she's fighting in this aggressive way, and as long as we remember, so like say Tori is she's fighting for Cobra Kai, right? But Juan's going through this tournament, and he is going to literally be going through this, carrying through whoever it takes. We don't know what his motives are to win, right? And so he's just going to be tearing down anyone he can, just because that's what they want him to do. It doesn't matter if he gets the trophy or he has no glory to win. He just wants to hurt as many people as possible. But when you look at Tori, will they be fighting on the same side? Even though we know she's got the grief going on with her, what if throughout everything Tori's dealing with in her arc, because she's become she's gone from, I loved the video I saw from Chosen One today. I might even make my own Tori video as well tonight, because I was so inspired by what Chosen One said about how Tori's arc. I love Sam, but Tori has the best female arc in this show. Because
I agree.
What she went through from Saturday morning cartoon character to season 2 to like truly looking at her in season 4, season 5, season 6, it has just been amazing. Like,
I agree. I pretty much said the same thing. I pretty much said as much to him in the comments. Like, I love Tori's arc. I love it. Like, I never expected to feel connected to her through my heart.
So I feel like here's what I see happening. Okay, if Sam comes to Tori, and despite them being on opposite sides, if Sam can talk to Tori, and if Sam can say, because here's the thing we have to remember, the dojo has to win, but the students winning their individual events, they still retain glory. So because Tori's in a captain, even if the dojo doesn't win, if Tori wins those final set of matches, she still is granted that huge glory of being a finalist in the Sekai Taikai. You know what I mean? So like, if something I've been thinking about long, and maybe it's not about the trophy, but maybe it's about in the end. Well, maybe in the beginning of the tournament, she's fighting all aggressive because she's thinking about her mom. But maybe after heart-to-heart with Sam, she really sees what she's doing, and she realizes even in Cobra Kai, she can make a difference. Even on this dojo, she's not fighting for Cobra Kai. She's not in Cobra Kai because she wants to be in Cobra Kai. She's in Cobra Kai because she knows that's where she can work off her aggression. That's where she can handle what she's working on. So anybody that ever, I see so many people say Tori ending up in Cobra Kai. Look, I don't like it either. She should be with her friends, but Daniel didn't handle that situation the way that it should have been handled. And
Correctly,
Tori,
yeah. Neither did Johnny.
and so that's why neither did John. I'm not saying either one was right, but
Right.
what I'm saying is that Tori needed a mentor, needed someone that's going to help her deal with what she's going through. And and so I think, I see that too, Call of the Cobra. I think she will. Honestly, I think everyone's going to walk out of this tournament with a little bit of injuries, at least.
But I think I think Tori will get seriously injured.
Oh, I think so.
I think that's why, because that's where Silver can come into play. Because, like, if Silver injures Tori, like, has one of his students seriously injures Tori, like, he killed, like that's gonna hurt Kreese, and that could be what causes the fight.
It also brings me a point. We know we're going to get a big fight with them in part 3, which will probably be their end-all, be-all fight. But I've seen people theorize about there being 2 fights between the 2 former Cobra senseis. I'll be honest. I'm kind of liking the idea that if Tori gets injured in the tournament, it's because of Silver and Kreese knows it. I think Kreese is going to jump outside and have a little moment with Silver.
Yeah.
That's
What the hell, dude? Oh my god.
And then that'll be like if Sam,
oh.
and then that'll be like if Sam fighting in the finals to the person that injured her, like, again, fighting for Tori,
Yep. And that'd be a reason why I think I could see Sam pulling out the trophy and winning, because she's not fighting for the trophy, she's fighting for Tori. She's fighting for others. She's fighting for, like, that would be great.
Yeah. And that's my reasoning too, but again, nobody really hears that.
I actually think you bring up a good point about Hawk getting disqualified. Actually, I see that happening just so that he can defend someone.
Yeah, but it's like, again, it's like nobody really, like, I've like what you're saying, Joe. I've said several times. Like, I have said. So, I don't know if you've read in my comments when we've done the pod chat. Like, I've said that several times. The reasons why that go beyond it, not just because it makes sense for the story, but go beyond that. That's why Sam could win, because she's fighting for Tori, not against her.
Agreed. Yeah, I love that. I think that makes perfect sense.
But nobody hears that. All they're hearing is not you guys. I don't mean you guys.
Yeah.
But
I'm chosen.
Nobody really hears that. All they're hearing is, oh, I think Sam should. Oh, I'm a Sam fan. I'm a Sam simp. I think Sam should win. I think I'm rooting for Sam to win over Tori. It's like they're not even hearing what I'm saying. Like, they're reading it, but they're only reading what they want to read, and they're not hearing what I'm saying. Like, they're acting like I don't want Tori to get a win at all, and I'm not saying that.
Yeah. I watched the scene where Kumiko reads to Daniel the last letter Mr. Miyagi wrote. Yo, that part right there, that scene.
Yeah.
That scene hit hard.
Thank you, Dark Chosen. See, I know I could talk. See, you and me could talk and we could disagree, but we can do it respectfully. Mm-hmm. And that's what I don't like about this that's what I don't like about where this fandom is getting into. Like, it just seems like there's such a division, and it's getting more and more divided as we get closer. But that's why I like talking with. That's why I like when you and I talk. Yeah, we disagree, but we disagree respectfully, and we bring a new we each bring a new perspective to the other that nobody really, neither one of us ever really considered before.
Yeah. All of us have our
disagreements. Not just the two of us, but all of us.
Yeah.
Personally, I would rather talk to somebody who who didn't always agree with me. I would rather than talk to someone who would just agree with me and that, agree with me, agree with everything I say, because and the reason for that is, yeah, we could probably, we could have a conversation, like we would have like good topics, it'd be like all nice, but there wouldn't be really much room for growth for either one of us. For a reason to open up our minds and open and see and see different perspectives and be like, and maybe like, even, okay, well, at first I thought it could end like this, but now I'm thinking it could end thanks to this person. I think that it could be like I could go this way.
Yeah,
You may not necessarily agree, but be open-minded, like that's what's missing in the fandom.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I like talking about Cobra Kai with you, Joe, um, damn, goddamn, I'm forgetting names.
No, that's okay. That's all right. But
You,
that's what?
Joe, okay, why am I forgetting names?
And Dark Chosen?
Yeah, Chosen,
Yeah.
Jake.
And Tyler, right?
Yeah. Tyrell? Yeah.
Yep. That's what's
Yep.
missing in this fandom.
I agree.
Perspective.
Yeah.
Like nobody's
A lot of
willing
people didn't have it.
nobody's willing to be open to having a different embracing a different perspective.
I'm sure they wants to come back.
And all anyone's really doing is they're not really solving anything. All they're doing is just hurting people.
Yeah.
There's no winners, there's no losers. No, I take that back. There's no winners, but there's losers. And that's all there is, whether you're right or wrong. You lose because you hurt somebody.
Yeah.
And you don't even and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Because it gets to a point where what is it worth it to even be right at all? Because to me, no, it isn't. Like,
yeah.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, and I just think this was a topic that we needed to discuss.
I agree. It really is one that
I 100% agree with you, Melissa.
It's really too bad that this is happening, but like now that it is happening.
What'd you say, Joe?
Oh, sorry. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, Mike. I thought you were someone else, so I was saying that because I was worried that you were a certain someone who likes to pretend that they track everyone's IP addresses. So I wanted to see if I could catch yours, because we've had a rough time with these very bad haters pretending to send us, well, not pretending, they actually try and send us legitimate threats. But before we start the show, Chosen and I had someone in Chosen and I Underground. We were all just getting ready, just chatting. And someone came up here and told us that they were going to legitimately murder all three of us. So yeah. That happened, which was not fun. A fun starter for the situation. So
yeah. See, this is the kind of thing that has been happening a lot, and I'm not saying it will stop just because I say, just because we say to, but it needs to stop.
Yeah,
because
Mike, a good
it's
point
not
about
right, and it's not fair.
And you know what's Jim Tim? This isn't the first time he said this. He's said this since February. So this guy, if you guys don't know the story with this guy came at me because during part 1, I was not telling him what I wanted. I told him what was fact. He thinks I'm a crease lover and a silver hater.
Bro, what?
Because the whole thing is the fact that I kept telling him Silver's not in part 1. Silver's not in part 1. He's like, oh, he needs to be in part 1, bro. He needs to be in part 1. I'm like, bro, I'm just going by the facts. I'm not telling you what I want to happen. If I wrote season 6, part 1, you better believe Silver would be in part 1. Because for me, no disrespect to the writers, but when I'm writing the story, Silver would be in every part because I love Silver. That's just the difference between me and the creators. But I'm not arguing with the creators' decisions. I'm just telling, like if we're being real facts. This guy just thinks that I'm saying what I want to say. He's like,
You know,
well,
How you feel? You're entitled to your opinion.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, someone tell me, where was my wish that Silver wasn't in part 1? Like where have I ever?
Here's my thing, Joe. I wanted to mention about Silver real quick, okay? You know what they could have done just to make this guy so happy? Instead of the whole attack guy at the end of part 1, they could have added Silver instead.
I personally believe if I was the one that wrote and directed the show, as good as a cliffhanger it was, as good as Let the Games Begin, I would have gone for the end credit scene moment where you just have Silver. Because I think that's, especially because we're waiting. I know it's September. We only have 2 months, but we've been waiting. Part 1 finished in July. We've been waiting since late July, to wait for the next part, and it's still not here yet. Like,
No, you know what, Joe? You know what I think it is? I think Netflix wanted us to be in pain just so we can wait for the next part. That's Netflix's idea.
But don't you guys feel like if we watched part 1 and we knew we had to wait till November, but imagine we're waiting till November and the last tease is like, oh man, you hear that iconic music and Silver's ready, like it.
That could have been so much better. I don't care what it says. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Be real honest with you. When I first watched part 1, you know what? You know my reaction was to the ending.
What was it?
I'm just sitting there like, okay, cool. And then when I saw Tori, I was like, bro, are you serious? And of course they're gonna give us a cliffhanger because that's Netflix's idea. It wasn't the writers, it was Netflix because they wanted us to wait for the next part. And I mean, honestly, guys, the 3 parts. Let's be honest. The 3 parts was Netflix's idea. It wasn't the writers. Let's be real right now. Like,
they probably didn't make it that way. Honestly.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah.
Like, and I went to wait till. Can't they just move up the release date? Just move it up. Just move it up. I don't want to wait until November. No, I can't. I mean, it'd be nice. I do agree with your October.
I mean, they did release part 1 early.
Yeah.
Well, another example underground is season 3. Remember, season 3 was originally supposed to come out on January 8th, but instead they changed it to January 1st. So that's another example.
Yeah. I mean, so they pulled kind of like the same move where before it was supposed to be November 28th, Thanksgiving. Now they decided to do it 2 weeks earlier instead and make it the 15th.
Yeah.
And apparently the reason they moved it is now apparently John's birthday is on the 15th, which
can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, I think he did it on purpose.
You know what,
How
Joe?
was it called, the Cobra? I saw he just made it.
Yo, Joe,
Yeah,
I have a question, Joe.
Yeah.
Since we're mentioning changing release date, do you think so? You know how season 5 came out in September, right?
Yeah.
Do you think the original idea was to release September and December 2022? Do you think that was the original idea?
Maybe. It's possible.
Because
I don't even want to pretend like I know what the creators were thinking because it'd be
I'm
impossible.
gonna check December.
It'd be impossible to know what the creators are thinking, honestly.
Yeah,
Well,
honestly,
actually, that's a good point.
Like that's like that's a really hard. You can't get into their heads.
You know what? I might be right. You know why? Because I checked December 2022. December 30 is on a Friday, so maybe that was the original release date.
Maybe, yeah. Well, they did release. They did release part 1 on a Thursday.
That is true, and I think November 15th is on a Friday.
They did. They did.
Yeah, switched it back to Friday.
Yeah, it's
At
going
least
back
for
to
part
Friday.
2 anyway.
And then part 3 is February. That's the rumor I'm hearing. February is the
I
confirmed
really
release
think
date.
we have no idea just how crazy it's going to get, like, when we really think of it. Like, we really have no idea.
No, we have no idea whatsoever.
You know what, Joe?
Our craziest theories are going to be.
I'll tell you this, Isaiah. I'll tell you what I want, okay? I know there's been some people that have said will Silver go back to jail? Here's the thing that this is crazy that you guys might not even think about. And I know a lot of people, you love this character, you're going to hate this. There is no going back to jail for Silver. When Silver is out of prison, he stays in prison. And I've told myself this for a long time. I know there's spin-offs and there's plans for the future. I say Cobra Kai Season 6 is the end of Terry Silver for good.
I do too.
I see Terry Silver, the only way he ends is by dying.
Yeah.
He says
I agree.
He says it in Season 5. He says, I'm not afraid to die.
Like, what if what he said, Chosen, like, I was meant to die on the battlefield, was actually a foreshadow?
I think
Wait,
it was
hold on. Underground, pull up that comment real quick. Here's my thing called the Cobra. You know what I think will happen? I don't think that's it. I actually think Daniel and Johnny will somehow help Chris to not go back to jail. Maybe they'll tell the police something.
Well, so here's the way I see it, and I did a video on this a long time, but I might do another video to be a more fresher take on it because I have a lot more refined opinion. I think, look, I know people are excited because they love Chosen, and there's probably going to be some very tense, very interesting battle between Chosen and Master Kid, right? They clearly have some history. It's clearly going to be interesting to see what happens. But the real most important battle of the entire show is going to be Silver and Kreese, because this is the Obi-Wan and Anakin duel of the Cobra Kai universe. It will literally be with swords. It will be these two. Yes, I do. I still stand by that theory. I do think he did. To answer that question, I know a lot of people are like, maybe not. I really think.
I agree with that, Joe, because let's not forget, Tori ruined Silver's reputation. People keep forgetting.
Exactly. He wouldn't forget that.
No.
Before, I've seen people like get mad at me and say, Silver wouldn't do that. He's not that crazy. Like, bro, you know Silver?
Crazy.
Oh, yeah, you would.
He would do that. Let's be
He's
honest.
so petty. He's so petty. And like, so that's the thing. So like with this Silver versus Kreese battle, look, it was awesome seeing Chosen and Silver fight. But in their fight, it was more about two warriors facing off each other. And you know, Chosen didn't even know Silver outside of what he learned from Daniel, you know? So when you really think about it, with Kreese and with Kreese and Silver, now I know these are different shows, but I always bring up in my video, I actually mentioned this. I see this going, if you guys haven't watched one of the greatest TV show finales of all time, there's a TV show finale for a DC television show called Arrow.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
And in Arrow Season 2, there is a fight scene between the main villain and the hero. And in the fight scene, you find out that the good guy was trained with the villain on an island. And so you have Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, fighting Oliver Queen, Green Arrow, and they're facing off on a rooftop. And it's a bow and arrow versus a katana. And while they're fighting, you're seeing the flashbacks of these two former brothers, now enemies, facing off. And that's exactly how I see them doing Cobra Kai Season 6. And I think it's probably going to be in the series finale, too. Like, a lot of people have been like, oh,
yeah,
they could have
agree.
Like, a lot of people say the Kreese and Silver fight earlier. No, I think it's happening in the series finale. I think it's going to happen.
Can I add on to what you said there? I think they'll have two fights. You know why? Because the first fight will be in episode 10, right? Where Kreese loses against Silver. And in the series finale, Kreese beats Silver. I think that's what's going to happen.
I think so. Well, you know, I'm kind of, because we have this whole idea now of the whole sensei bracket thing, right?
Yep.
I'm kind of thinking that the likelihood is that we could see in part 2, we could see a Silver, we could definitely see a Silver and Kreese fight before even the big fight. Because I think we're gonna get one. I think we're gonna get one Kreese. We're gonna get one Kreese and Silver fight that's contained, where it's done hand to hand. And in that fight, I think Silver's gonna absolutely decimate Kreese. But then in the second fight, when it becomes about the weapons, I think that fight's gonna be the most brutal fight on the show, and it's gonna be literally sword versus sword. Someone's getting stabbed, it's going to be bloody. I don't know how they're going to do it with the Netflix, with Cobra Kai angling towards the idea of like angling towards the idea of basically like, you know, it's not going to go Daredevil Punisher level crazy.
You know what, Joe? I wanted to add on what you said there.
Cobra Kai will be bloody.
You know what, Joe? I wanted to add on to everything you just said. You know what I could see? So you know how Chris will lose to Silver. You know how that's gonna work? He loses to him, and that's gonna set up part 3 where they're gonna train all 4 episodes, final 4 episodes, both Kreese and Silver. Maybe Kreese. You know what I want to see if they do the whole training montage with Kreese and Silver? Imagine if Daniel trains Kreese. Oh my
God.
It'd be insane.
Oh
God.
Oh wow.
I could see it.
If Kreese learns Miyagi-Do, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it, bro. I'm gonna be like,
Oh my god.
I will too.
Kreese being in
Well,
that
I don't see him
backyard.
joining I don't see him like joining the dojo, becoming Miyagi-Do, but I could see it.
I
like,
do
where
think, yeah, I do think Daniel will train him because
Imagine if Daniel and Chosen teach Kreese the pressure point technique, and that's how he beats.
oh
that's
God,
how he beats
you know what?
I don't think you should teach him that.
when
Yo,
your
yo,
enemy
even better. Imagine if Johnny trains him.
don't even wage it.
Yeah, let's let Johnny train him.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
have Johnny train too.
Uh-oh.
To answer, so this was interesting. So I got some interesting questions from Isaiah. Isaiah said, "What's your favorite Mr. Miyagi moment?" And then they also said,
That's from me.
"Do you think Miyagi-Do will team up with Cobra Kai to take down Silver?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think that's definitely on the
I
table.
think it's possible. I definitely do see a team up. I don't see Kreese joining, and I don't know if Tori will go back to Miyagi-Do, but
he won't be a permanent member. I think it's
Yeah.
definitely going to be more of like this is kind of like
just a
the
team up.
enemy
Just a team up.
and
Like that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's
And
what I'm
it's kinda
saying.
like
Like,
one of
I
those
don't.
moments-
Here's the thing, Joe. Hold on. I don't think he's gonna join because I know if you say, "Oh, Kreese gonna join," I don't think that's the case. I just think he's gonna help Daniel and Johnny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're
what
gonna
I see
train him.
too.
And you know, I was gonna mention since Daniel, Johnny, and Chosen are training Kreese, I think Master Kim will train Silver. You know, the usual. No, like I think
Yep.
we'll see both ends training. So
If he was going to die of natural causes, he wouldn't be 110 years old.
Right.
I think Master Kim will die by Chosen killing him. I think Chosen's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
for
Yep,
good.
Chosen's going to kill him.
Honestly, all Chosen has to do is just walk up to him and knock him down, and that's it. He's dead.
I don't know about that. I think it's gonna take a while.
No, I know.
Personally-
I'm just kidding.
She's joking.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I know
when we see part 3 because
I know people think he's old, but he's still gonna fight.
No, I know. I was only kidding when I said that.
No, I'm just laughing at like all the things you said about Master Kim was I just want to see your face when you see Master Kim do like 3 like double kicks at his age. And
Listen, I'm prepared for it. Like I have to see Master Kim fight with my own eyes, but I'm prepared for it. So
that's a good choice, Jim Tim. Yeah. So what was the Miyagi moment? What's everyone's favorite Miyagi?
My favorite Miyagi moment. God, there's so many. My favorite. I gotta say, one that kind of like stands out to me is like when he was showing Daniel like all of the in the first Karate Kid movie, like when he was showing Daniel all those things that he was having Daniel do that he thought were chores,
Oh yeah.
only to find out that they were actually karate moves. Like that was
Yeah.
like establishing his like that was a real character establishing moment for him.
I agree with that, Chris. That's a good point. Chris just made a really good point about how Kim Soo-young Chosen will kill him using the scroll technique that Anthony saw in season 4 because it hasn't been seen yet, and that Cobra Kai can't end before the founder bites the dust.
Yep. Yeah.
Because
I
it all
agree.
started with Master Kim. It all started with Master Kim.
Yep.
Oh
So yeah, what you said was really good. I like what you said for your moment. That's a good.
Because I think that's a really good a character establishing moment. Like that's where like where you could see that Miyagi-Do starts with Miyagi.
Yeah.
Just the same way as Cobra Kai starts with Master Kim.
What about
Yeah.
you, Underground? Do you have a favorite moment for Miyagi?
Yeah. Well, I have two actually.
Okay.
Um, one is where he laughs at Daniel for falling into the water,
Okay,
and, and that scene right there
all behind the ear.
was funny. I've never seen him laugh that hard. Just saying.
Yeah, well, Daniel
And
got all wet behind the ear.
oh, oh my god, that had me dying. All right. And and the second part is at the final scene of Karate Kid. Oh wait, no, at the final scene in the next Karate Kid movie, where Miss Miyagi tells Julie if must fight, win.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good choice. I like that one.
Yep.
What about you? You got one?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There's not. I don't know if people will agree with me on this because I still love this scene to the one. You know the scene where Daniel gets mad at Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid 3 and Mr. Miyagi starts tearing up. That scene still hits me. That's probably my
Yeah.
my favorite.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Like, bro, just feeling this, like the fact he was crying, like he knew that something was off with Daniel. He knew from the moment.
Yep.
Such a perfect
And-
scene. I think that's my yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, truthfully though, too, Mr. Miyagi, and not to say that he deserved to get yelled at by Daniel, he didn't. Absolutely, he didn't. But Mr. Miyagi was kind of like out of character too, as well, because like, why wouldn't he like him not helping Daniel when he could see Daniel clearly needed it? Like that was like very much unlike him, you know?
Yeah.
Like. In
There's
contrast
another
to
there's
Billy.
another moment I'm gonna mention just a sec. There's another scene I like, and I still like this scene to this day because I don't care what it says. Yeah, Johnny said when season 6 part 1, but I don't care what it says. That scene where Miss Miyagi saves Johnny from Kreese, that's still one of my favorite ones.
Yes.
And you know why I say
Absolutely,
that?
that's one
Because
of my
that
favorite
scene,
moments
here's the
too.
thing, that scene is gonna go full circle where Kreese is gonna save someone. I'm gonna just say it right
Yeah.
now. It's full circle.
Yeah. But honestly, and the one thing I wish that they would have Johnny do at some point, and it better happen before the series ends, where Johnny finally acknowledges that and actually acts grateful for once. Because Mr. Miyagi had every opportunity to just walk away, especially after Kreese told him to in that
Yeah,
that movie. Like come on, like see that's what I didn't like about Johnny calling Mr. Miyagi a liar and a thief. Because like he's talking
Yeah.
about the man that saved his life.
I agree.
He wouldn't be standing there right now calling him a liar and a thief if Mr. Miyagi hadn't pulled Kreese off of him. Like Kreese was gonna kill him. And Kreese could have and Mr. Miyagi could have walked away. He could have looked the other direction. And it's like Johnny just like it's funny. Johnny will talk about all the times Mr. Miyagi kicked his butt, but he'll never once ever mention the time that Mr. Miyagi saved his life. And let's be real here. If it wasn't for Mr. Miyagi, Johnny wouldn't have the family that not only would Johnny not be standing there, but Johnny would also not have the family that he's always dreamt of having. So
Very true.
Man, I'm gonna say that for quite a while now.
Very true.
Now there's
Yeah.
a comment in the chat I want to mention. Okay, well, Kenny, do you think Kenny will join Cobra Kai? No, I don't
No.
know why people keep
Nope.
still thinking. Okay,
No.
I'm gonna say something right now.
He wouldn't.
Why? Hold on. Why do people think that Kenny's gonna join with Kreese? Kreese never seen Kenny as a potential. Let's be honest.
No.
Oh no, he didn't.
Kreese only allowed
No, he
Robbie. Kreese only allowed Kenny to join because of Robbie.
Wait.
I'll be
Hold
real.
on, Joe. Hold on. I just have a theory. Kenny. I know a lot of people say Sam's gonna save Tori, but what if it's not Sam? What if it's Kenny? Because let's not forget, Kenny was also in Cobra Kai, and he was so evil by Terry Silver's and Terry Silver. He might understand Tori in some way.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I definitely think he'll maybe. I don't know.
No. If
Maybe.
Kenny, I don't care what it says. If Kenny does that, he's gonna become one of my favorite characters. I don't care what it says.
Yeah.
He's gonna become one of my favorites.
Yeah, but I don't see him like making it far in the tournament. Like,
No, I'm not saying he's gonna make it far in the tournament. I just think he's gonna help Tori. That's what I'm saying. I don't think
he could he could bring some understanding. But I
because
just
I
have a
feel like
feeling
people
that
are forgetting. Kenny was also in Cobra Kai season 5. Let's not forget about that. The dude was
Right.
literally in Cobra Kai throughout the whole season.
right. But I'm talking about like on a personal level, like where her, like where. I just have a feeling it's going to be Sam, but I'm not against Kenny reaching out to
Yeah,
her.
but we're forgetting that Kenny's dad could die too because he's in war too. So he might. I feel like people are forgetting Kenny's dad is in war. What if he dies too, and maybe he understands? You know what? That's the thing a lot of people are forgetting. Like, but here's the thing. I think here's the options, Melissa. I think here's a couple people I think will help her: Kenny, Sam, Devin, Johnny. There's your options right there.
Yeah.
Because Kenny, I'm gonna put Kenny on the list too now because I just realized
Could be all four. Could be all four.
Like Kenny, because I'm gonna just say it right now because we know Kenny's gonna be in the second guy. He's gonna be there, so it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible. I wouldn't rule it out.
I feel like everyone's gonna try helping her. I think almost everyone is gonna try helping Tori. I feel like the one person that will really go in is Sam because Sam, she understands now. But
I agree.
Kenny also, and Johnny too, because Johnny also understands. Well,
but I also feel like Sam will really go all in.
I hope we see it. You know what? Now thinking about Johnny, I want to see a scene with Johnny and Tori because those two haven't really interacted one-on-one.
I would love that too.
Since season 2, like I feel like people forgot they haven't interacted since season 2. Like, I want to see those two interact.
Absolutely. But I feel like I want to see that too. I want to see a Johnny and Tori interaction as well. But I feel like out of the 4, I feel like Sam will be the one that really goes all in.
Yeah, because Sam's like bro, Sam looks like she's about to cry. I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah.
Like she's literally about to cry. Like she's like, now she feels bad because she understands Tori.
Like she's not angry. Unlike the others, she's not angry.
Miguel, why is Miguel angry? Okay, listen, I love Miguel, but why are you angry, Miguel? Because I'm gonna just call it Miguel right now. I don't care what it says. You literally cheat on her with Sam again. So don't dare.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I actually think that we're gonna see Master Kim's son in part 2. Do you remember when you look at Do you remember when you look at the dojo? When you look at the dojo that's potentially going to be Silver's dojo, the sensei they have there is very accurately, I can say his resemblance to Master Kim, especially a younger Master Kim, is definitely there. I could definitely believe that Louis Tan, as an actor, could very well likely be, there could be a twist coming that we might see in the Sakai Taikai.
Yeah.
Can I mention this real quick? Call the Cobra, just because he gave her a million chances doesn't give him a right to cheat on her. So he can kiss Sam in season 2. I don't care what it says. I'm bringing that up because Miguel can't get mad at her. Okay, I don't care what it says. You can go after no one. This dude literally cheated on Tori. Let's not forget about it. I don't care what it says. He also did the same. Okay,
right?
He doesn't have no right to get mad.
He's just as guilty.
The only person who has a right to get mad at Tori is Robbie because that's his girl.
Right, and truthfully, and I'm just gonna say this, Miguel might not even be mad at Tori. He just might be mad that Cobra Kai's there.
I don't know. I feel like the moment they showed Tori, he got mad. I don't know why. Something like if he's actually okay, I'm gonna say it now. The moment part 2 drops, if he's mad at her, Miguel, I'm gonna yell at you, bro. I don't care. I'm gonna yell at you, Miguel.
I mean, he might be mad at Tori for Robbie's sake, but I don't think.
No, I'm just saying, like you know, my reaction is gonna be because you're gonna hear me talk while we're watching the part 2. I'm gonna just say this, Miguel. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
yeah, and truthfully too, what a lot of people need to understand is that Miguel was just as guilty and maybe even a little bit more guilty than Sam was because while Sam was drunk. Miguel was sober.
Oh my god. I want to mention something in the chat. Let me just clarify right now. Okay? First of all, just because Tori started fighting doesn't mean she was trying to kill Miguel. She didn't even know Robbie was gonna do that. Let's be for real. Tori did not know Robbie was gonna do that. And second of all, Mike Barnes, Sam, yes, yes. She kissed Miguel in season 2, episode 9, but she did not start a fight. It was Tori.
No,
She
it was
went.
Tori.
No, listen. I'm gonna say she went to the office. She got onto the mic, the speaker, and starts talking. Okay, that's when it really started.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Tori started that fight. I'm just and like I said, I'm also agreeing with you that Miguel was just as. In fact, Miguel is just as guilty and even more guilty than Sam. Like, don't get me wrong, Sam was wrong. Like, being drunk is not an excuse or a reason, but at least Sam has a reason.
Mike Barnes, Miguel also kissed her.
Right.
Okay?
Miguel kissed her back. He actually gave his consent too.
Like, bro, like people need to stop. I'm gonna use the word, Joe. I'm gonna use the word glaze. I'm gonna use that word. You need to stop glazing over Miguel. I'm sorry.
Right.
Stop glazing over Miguel. You need to stop that. He made mistakes in the show.
Listen, I'm a Miguel fan too, and I'm not going to ignore I'm not going to ignore that he was just as guilty as Sam.
W. Melissa, she understands. W. Melissa, she understands. See,
right?
This is what I mean. Like,
exactly.
Guys,
I'm even saying like Miguel was just as guilty. Like, yeah, like even more guilty because Sam was drunk. That's not an excuse. At least she has a reason. Miguel was sober, and he approached her. And people need to remember, Miguel approached her.
Melissa, I noticed something. You're telling me Sam apologized to Tori, but Miguel never apologized to Tori once.
Yep.
Oh, hey,
World. Hey, World.
What's up, World? Let's go. World's in the chat.
All right.
Oh, yo, what's up, World?
Yo, what's
up?
Put a link and see if he would like to join. See if he would like to
come
join.
up, bro. Come on, chat with us.
I was gonna say,
hold on.
It doesn't make sense to Melissa because Sam apologized to Tori, right?
Right.
But Miguel never apologized to Tori. That's one thing that confused me.
Yep.
I don't know. Something just feels off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Call the Cobra. Miguel needs to apologize in part 2. He needs to.
I agree. Yeah. I even as someone who loves Miguel, I completely agree. I think Miguel does need to apologize.
He needs to apologize.
Because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why? I don't know. I'm just waiting for part 2. I'm more excited now after what we were just talking about.
I keep thinking about. I know this is off topic, but something that just occurred to me that I think is kind of insane that nobody else talks about that I think is insane is, and I don't know if this show is too insane to go this level, but you guys remember in season 4 when Robbie was sparring Terry Silver for the first time, right?
Right.
Yeah. And Terry Silver's doing all his crazy, devastating kicks to him, and after he watches Kenny and Robbie sparring, he's trying to teach Kenny things, and says, don't go easy on me, no mercy. And then in season 5, Robbie, and knowing full well that Terry Silver is the living legend after sparring him, right? Like being as crazy strong as he is. He goes up to him.
I'm going to send him an invite.
He stands up to Terry Silver. Not in a physical way, but in a, he's not afraid of him.
Yeah.
Standing in his face. Do you guys think that we could actually see, because Terry Silver does not strike me as the guy, even though obviously we when we come to the adults, you got the vendetta against adults. If I'm Terry Silver, I'm not going to let some team stand up to me like that and get away with it. Do you guys think that Robbie might have painted a target on his back by doing that in season 5?
Yeah, I agree with that. You know what, Joe? Thank you for mentioning that, Joe. Thank you for mentioning that, Joe. I wanted to mention something since you mentioned that. You know what I think will happen since we're talking about how Terry Silver will target Robbie? You know how I think he'll do that? Axel is the answer.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I think that's definitely true.
That's what I think. I think Silver, if Silver is part of the Iron Dragons, he's going to have Axel and Zara target Sam, Miguel, and potentially I don't know what's going to happen between Robbie and Quan. I don't know how that's going to play out, but and Tori, because, and you know why? Because what's the best way to get back at people? What's the best way to get back at people? You hurt them through the people that they love.
Yeah.
So,
You know what?
and
Thank
if
you for
he
mentioning that.
sends what?
Thank you for mentioning that because I want to bring it up. I think his main focus, because Robbie's gonna be Quan's fault. Robbie and Quan, that's gonna happen, right? I think Silver will mainly target Tori and Miguel. Tori because she exposed Silver, she ruined his reputation. So there's your answer. For Miguel, if you remember in season 4, hold on, Underground. If you remember in season 4, do you guys remember when Silver mentioned to Kreese about
his world
the DS kid? You know how he mentioned about the DS kid? The DS kid?
I don't know. I
don't know how the scene was playing out, but he mentioned something about the DS kid.
Yeah,
sent
World,
him
are
a
you
link.
coming on?
Yeah, he'll target him because of the fact
I
that
agree.
because the whole DS
Joe, that scene, I don't know if you remember, because he was fighting Johnny in season 4. That scene where he mentioned Miguel, that's a foreshadowing right there. I'm gonna just say it right now.
Yeah,
I've been saying that for a while. Like when I heard that scene, I was like, yeah, that's definitely gonna be a role.
Yeah, but I definitely think that Silver is gonna have Axel. If he's in the Iron Dragons, then he's gonna have Axel and Zara target Sam, Miguel, and Tori. Like, because what's the best way you could get back at what's the best revenge you could get on somebody? You hurt the person that they love. And
people might say Robbie, but I don't know about Robbie because Robbie's main focus is Quan.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like that's what I mean. Is like I don't know about I don't know. But I do think that Zara's gonna target Sam and Tori, and I think she'll be more successful with injuring Tori because Tori winds her down a lot. I think when she faces Sam, I think that she'll have that Sam will be able to. It'll be difficult, but she'll be able to beat her.
You know what? Melissa, you just gave me an idea. You know how we're all talking about Dark Hawk and all that? You know what I think will happen when she fights, if she does fight Zara in the finals? I think we'll see Eagle Fang Sam back. I think we'll see her again. Eagle Fang Sam.
Yeah. I
that.
definitely do. I think we'll see that.
You need her back because if Zara is that much of a big threat, then you need Eagle Fang Sam.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
we're gonna be seeing Eagle Fang Sam back.
Nice troll in the chat.
But World, are you coming on? Is he still in the...
I think World's gone.
What did he came in and then he left?
Yeah. Before we end the stream, I want to show you guys just 3 little short edits I've made, and I think you guys have seen them already, but I just wanted your guys' opinion and what you thought of it.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. All right. Here. All right, here is video number 1.
I like that. That's cool.
You made that?
I did. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Thanks. And here is video number 2.
Okay.
That's awesome. Like, oh, geez, they're like my favorite. They're like one of my favorite couples on the
Oh yeah.
Cobra Kai.
I agree.
Oh,
Even though I wanna, I'm gonna say something crazy right now. Miguel,
What?
can we fight, please? Can we fight? I want to take Sam from you. I'm joking. I'm joking.
In that
Yeah.
fight, bro.
I'm joking, Joe. Miguel and Sam. Now, I don't think they're the best couple, but they're definitely top 3. I think, personally, for me, the best couple is Robbie and Tori.
Oh yeah, they're definitely up there with me.
yeah.
I mean,
And here is my favorite one right here. Hold on.
that's awesome. Like Yuna showing up, like that was such a really great surprise.
Yeah. Oh, and let me tell you something. That one right there took me forever to make.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's another
yeah,
one.
you got a real talent.
Hmm?
You've got a real talent.
oh, thank you.
Can I mention something in the chat? I agree with
what's
you. Call the Cobra. I agree with you. I think Stingray is in danger from Silver because, yeah. Because I feel like people forgot Stingray is not another reason why Silver is in prison. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and Silver won't forget that.
yeah,
No,
Silver's
he
gonna
won't.
Stingray. We made a promise. We broke that promise.
Yep.
I gave you
You
everything.
know what he calls him, Joe? He calls him Stingray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think
You
right.
got that. You got that neighbor's number.
Yeah, Silver got the number. He used that. Danny boy.
Yeah, he's coming to cause some problems.
Wake up and
Yep.
smell the coffee, Mr. Lurso. I hope that's the title for the finale of part 2. Yeah, damn. Anyways,
Anything could happen.
cause Silver,
Yeah.
man, Silver's the man, bro. He's the beast of everything. He's gonna get revenge on every single person in this Yaido team.
Yep.
And Cobra Kai, because Kreese took his dream from him, so
Yeah.
Kreese, you're in trouble, bro. Because Silver wanted to go global, right?
He's definitely out for Kreese.
Because here's the thing. People forget. Silver's dream was to get into the Sekai Tekai as Cobra Kai, but he can't do that anymore, and Kreese stole that from him. So, Kreese, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
Yep.
Yeah, Tori's mom was struggling from the silver bullet. Oh my god.
See, that's my biggest theory is that I actually think that she is struggling from if Silver was gonna kill someone as important to Tori as Tori's mom, he would want to make sure that she suffered bad. And can you think?
Like you said, Joe, like you said in Karate 3, I want her
Yeah.
to experience pain.
Yep. Can you imagine a worse way to die than really struggling for your own breath? Like just imagine being silver bulleted and you literally are like gasping for air.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like what happened with Kenny, that was like Kenny was just learning.
Wait, you know, Joe, I was thinking, Joe.
Learning someone like Silver who's been doing it for years.
No, Joe, since you're mentioning Silver, you know, I had this idea. You remember the inside the dojo where we saw Kreese like concerned, right?
Yeah.
You know why I
Yep.
think he's concerned? You know why I think he's concerned, Joe? You know why I think he's concerned? I think he found out that it was Silver that killed Tori's mom. I think that's why he's concerned.
Maybe.
Because I feel like Kreese is gonna be the first one to find out. Something tells me Kreese will be like the first one. Because if he finds out, I feel like Kreese is gonna really not be focused as well. Because he's gonna feel bad for Tori, right? Kreese will feel bad. Like he will actually feel bad for once. Like
Yeah.
when he finds out it was Silver who did it, the guy who put him in jail.
Also, if Tori finds out that her mom's death is a murder, it's gonna totally make her even more off balance than she already is.
When she finds out it's Silver, oh, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse.
Yep.
That's gonna make her really want to take down Silver like now. Like who knows? You know, I'm gonna say something crazy.
Kreese
Listen, I'm gonna say
knows
something
Silver
crazy. I'm
all
gonna say something
too
crazy.
well.
I don't care what it says. I think we'll see season 3 Tori.
Yeah.
Because if she finds out it was Silver who did it, season 3 Tori is coming back. Because she's gonna be pissed off. Like the guy that I took down and I exposed, he's the one that did it.
Yep.
I don't think season 3 Tori will come back in a bad way. I think it'll be in a good way this time because
Yeah.
she wants,
I see what you're saying.
because she wants revenge, which you can't blame her, right? You can't really blame her.
Yeah.
No.
In that situation, she'll definitely want revenge.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. She's gonna want to kill Silver herself, and I feel like when that, you know what I could see in part 3, I could see a scene where she's like, she tells everyone, "I'm gonna go kill Silver," and maybe Kreese stops her. He's like, "No, don't do it. He's dangerous. I know Silver more than anyone here." And then Kreese will tell her that I'm gonna be the one to take him down. Don't worry. Like I feel like Kreese will say something like that.
Every time, like we just block him every time.
Because I feel like Kreese, he's gonna say something like that to Tori because Kreese knows Silver more than anyone. He's been friends with Silver for so long. Like they were war buddies. They were war buddies. They were war buddies. So
I think Kreese's redemption.
you know what? I like this, Chris.
Part
I like
3.
this. This is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think you know what I think his redemption will be. It's not only gonna be the other stuff with taking out Silver. I think another part will be hunting Silver down because he killed Grace Nichols. That will be another reason. Because well, hey, guys, now we know Julie Pierce is not the mother of Tori because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we know she's not Tori's mom.
it's Grace Nichols, guys.
Well, we should have known it. People should have known it back from. No, people should have known it from the beginning. That she was.
Now
what?
everyone
I
can
just realized
stop
something.
saying that.
Hold on. I just realized something, guys. I was rewatching it. I think it was season 4, episode 6, right? The
Right.
scene where Tori talks to her aunt. I didn't realize this until now. I was putting on subtitles, right? And her aunt in season 4, she mentioned Grace. I'm like, it was there the whole time.
Well, she said gracefully. So.
I don't know. Maybe I was
Yeah.
hearing things about her. Maybe she was Maybe she was saying gracefully, but that kind of hints that it was Grace.
Oh
Nichols.
yeah, it could be the name.
Yeah, Grace
No,
Nichols.
Yeah, that's
Gracefully,
probably not the
Grace
name.
Nichols.
I think Grace was killed. It was either.
Yeah.
So
Very simple.
everybody now can stop saying that Julie is the
Okay,
mom.
I'm gonna mention something real quick. I don't think Kim did it. I don't think Kim killed her mom. She probably doesn't even know. Let's be honest. Kim probably doesn't even know. So it's Silver.
I agree with you, Call the Cobra, and I'm sorry Karate's not here. I do think we're gonna see Hector in the tournament. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't get. Can I just mention something? I don't get why people think Sensei Kim did it. Like, why would she do it?
Yeah,
Like,
I
explain to
don't
me. Like,
know.
I understand if she was mad at Tori in season 5, but that could change. Let's be honest. That I think by the end of part 2, something will happen with Tori and Sensei Kim. Maybe that whole
It's still
enemy
really
thing
just
will change. You know what I think? You know what I think will happen, Joe? Like Chris said before, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
yep.
I have a feeling Tori,
Yeah.
something with Tori and Kim, it's gonna change. The whole enemy thing is gonna change by the end of part 2. Something.
I agree with Paul with the Cobra. I think it is Silver. I've said this for a long time. Just because we
They
didn't
didn't.
see
Oh.
just because we didn't see Silver in part 1 does not mean his presence was not there.
They
There are-
didn't release a teaser, Dutch. And this is you, Max Kelly. I'm not dumb.
There is clear evidence, even though it's not obvious. You could definitely feel that. I'm like, I know people said when
Right.
you watch.
Bro,
You could
rather
definitely
have
feel his
Dugan
presence.
to return than Hector, bro.
Okay, no one cares about Dugan. Let's. Okay, what were you gonna say,
Yeah.
Joe?
Wait.
I was gonna say that like when you look at it overall, the fingerprints like whenever they brought up the idea when people were watching the episode,
Yo, what's up, Terrell?
Yeah, I'm grown.
when people
What's
brought
up?
up the idea like that like the whole Tori's mom died of natural causes, I did not believe that for a second. I'm just gonna
Because
say
No.
Joe,
I did
you
not
know why?
I didn't either.
You know what? You made a good point, Joe. Joe, you made a good point. Because we get episode 5. The doctor said she was okay. She was perfect. Then
Yep.
the minute
Yep.
she's not. Isn't
And
it a
then-
coincidence?
This is something about a blood
And then I
clot.
saw this video after part 1 that came out where I can't remember what the YouTuber was, but this guy did this whole like it was almost like an hour-long video, and he goes on in the video talking about how when they describe the thing that killed her, they call it a
Blood cloth.
yeah, and they mention that that's a thing that can happen in your throat, right? And so.
Oh.
And so when he talks about it, I immediately started jumping in, realizing, oh my gosh, this is literally. There's only one thing that this can be. Like I've seen people talk about, oh, she was poisoned, there was food and everything. No, Silver has gotten so ruthless to the point because this is the person that ruined his entire reputation. And he jammed his fist into her throat, and he, it's a good thing they did not show this on screen because, I'm getting chills just thinking about what he did to her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
think-
right.
you know what? I like that.
What was that,
theory. I think-
Melissa?
I said hi.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
I agree, Joe. I think Silver killed Tori's mom. I agree with that.
I've been standing by it for a long time, and then when I made that video because I'm like, I wouldn't make a theory like that unless I was maybe at least 0.5% sure it was true. And the more I look at people denying it and saying it's not true, it makes me think it is. I like that. That's good. Paul,
I don't know about that. I don't know. We're not
So
gonna get a
Chris-
flashback of whatever happened. We're not doing that
Let's
whole.
So
flashback.
Chris says so never forget the Karate Kid creator Robert Mark Kamen also wrote Kiss of the Dragon in 2001 with Jet Li and likes similar fictional elements. Yeah, that's a very good point, Chris. Exactly. Scientifically, it doesn't make sense that Grace Nichols died from natural causes. It was Silver. Exactly.
Maybe Melissa and
Oh,
Joe
Cobra, you're
could
welcome on my
have
channel
lunch
anytime, man.
with
You're
the
good.
creators and ask them to refilm.
Okay,
okay.
here's the thing. I'm going to say this again. We don't know the creators. We are not friends with them. We don't know them. They don't know us. So,
Okay.
and by the way, part 1 is already released on Netflix. So
Yeah.
there's going to be no refilming.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Skelly.
he asked this and watched parties.
Yeah, you've
a
said this
string
several
too.
times. We've made this clear several times. We've never even hinted at even knowing the creators.
So stop
They
asking.
don't know us either. So
They've liked some of my posts on Instagram when I posted things, but it
Is-
just but it doesn't make sense. Is the way of the fist maybe also a killing technique similar to like Silver Bullet that the victim clenches in its fist in the moment of dying because of a cramp? I wouldn't be surprised. Well, so here's what I'm going to say, and Tyrell's here, so Tyrell and I can go back and forth on this because we believe the same thing. I know you guys like to dismiss the age of Master Kim, but I'm telling you, this motherfucker knows things that none of our senseis have ever even dreamed of.
And the
Not
thing,
even,
and the thing,
not
and the
even
thing
Chosen
is-
knows. Like, this man knows things that he taught Silver things that are beyond everyone on the show. That
I'm
includes
4 years
Chosen.
old, so
exactly. It's like they didn't.
And here's the thing:
they're-
you don't make it. I know people think it's ridiculous how old he is, but you don't make it to 110 by accident. Let me just say one. Let me just tell you guys one thing right now. It's not a coincidence that Chuck Norris is in his late 80s and is still alive. It's not a coincidence. And the reason I make that example is because Chuck Norris is also an amazing martial artist, and at still in his late 80s, he could still kick the crap out of you in your prime. So,
listen, like I've said, I will gladly be. I will if I see Master Kim fight, I will be happy with that. You know, like
I'm
I'll
just
be.
gonna say, Master Kim will not
Everyone
only
would
fight
jump.
Chosen. Master Kim will not only fight Chosen. We're dealing with a Thanos motherfucker. This guy, if you guys need to watch the movie with Donnie Yen called The Ip Man, because it's based on the
Oh
legacy
yeah,
of one person
yeah.
that literally taught Bruce Lee, right?
That is
This man
good movie
is
right there.
fucking blocking punches and kicks left and right, and you're gonna be like this man, like Teddy could be like, oh, I got him, Silver Bullet, bro. I got him. Gonna get smacked, bro. Gonna get smacked disrespectfully. You think you can use your technique against
You know, can I mention
Hell
something
no.
real quick? Yo, Joe, can I mention something real quick?
me? Mm-hmm.
You know the one thing
Yes.
I wish to do with season 5.
Agreed. Call the Cobra.
Okay, listen. I love season 5, but the one problem I have with season 5 is the students in Cobra Kai. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, Joe. Okay, you know what could have been so much better if they actually introduced Quan in season 5.
Oh God. You know what I heard?
Because imagine, Joe. Just imagine. Quan, Kenny, Tori, Kyler. Well, not Kyler. Get Kyler out of there. But
Yeah.
no, Quan. Listen, Quan, Yoon, Tori, Kenny in Silver's dojo in season 5. Imagine that.
You know what's interesting?
That's a scary thought.
I'm glad you mentioned this because I heard an interview today. Did you know that Brandon H. Lee has been trying to get in Cobra Kai since season 1?
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't know what you're saying.
And
No, I didn't
apparently
know.
they just they finally found a character that worked for him.
Oh
like-
yeah.
Here's my
Hey guys,
question, though. Here's my
I got something to say.
Here's my
What?
question, Joe. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, one thing I don't get, Joe, is I understand they finally got the reason, but I just feel like them introducing Quan in the final season just doesn't work for me. Because it's the final season, that's it, no more Quan. I just feel like they should have introduced him way earlier.
Here's
I feel
what
like
I'm
season
going
5,
to say.
season 5 would have been a great spot.
Well, here's the thing I want to say about this Chosen. I know he's done filming, at like you said, after episode 10, right?
Yeah.
But here's what I'm going to say. I know he's the bad guy. I know that the bad guy usually loses, and sometimes they get killed, sometimes they don't. Because it's not an adult, and that it is a teen, a young adult. There is the possibility that even if they defeat this guy, we know they're planning spinoffs. He could resurface again and be even stronger. Like,
I hope we get a spinoff of Quan. You know what could have been, Joe? You know what spinoff I want to see since you mentioned this? I want to see a spinoff of the Korean Cobra Kai. More of their history.
there's potential
No,
for that.
imagine this, Joe. Just imagine. Young Quan, Young Yoon, like all those Korean students. I want to see the backstory.
You know what would be a
No.
good spin-off idea? And I know the character said he wants to do it. What about a spin-off where it's focused on Chosen and Mike leading a team of Okinawan students into Korea against the Korean Cobra Kai? Like, what if
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Like I just want a spinoff of Quan. Something with Quan. Something Quan related. Like
Yeah.
It could be
So
anything.
maybe it
I
could
think
be with
that's-
Quan. If they do a Chosen and Mike spinoff, it could be with.
Oh, okay. I'm not reading that. Look at the private chat. I'm not reading that. I just saw something in the private chat. I'm like, no.
Oh, I saw that. It's a moron being a moron again. What else is new?
But here's the thing, Joe. I just want to see some of Quan because I don't. Here's the thing. We don't know anything about Quan. Let's be free. We don't know his past. You don't know his history. I just feel like because since it's only 5 episodes left for him, I don't think that 5 episodes is enough for him. So that's why I think a spinoff would work perfectly for him.
And it might, you know, they could.
I think that's
set
the
it
one
up.
spinoff we need. Okay. I know people say spinoff is unnecessary, but the one spinoff that's necessary is Quan. That's it. I'm saying.
And or Miyagi
I
and
don't know about Mr. Here's my thing with Mr. Miyagi. I have mixed feelings about that one. That one I have mixed feelings. I don't know how to.
I'm just saying, like we could potentially get a Miyagi spinoff.
I just feel like Quan. If we get a spinoff of Quan, like I feel like everyone's gonna watch that. I know everyone's gonna.
Well, here's a theory that I just thought about that's kind of crazy, right? So, Call the Cobra made a good point earlier about mentioning Master Kim having a son, right? So, what if I was right on the money? What if I was right on the money about Louis Tan? Remember I showed you all those videos of him on his channel last week of all the martial arts and all the movie season and stuff? Oh wait, what did you say? I don't think that there's going to make.
I was gonna mention
I
that
think
comment.
there will be.
Here's my
The
problem.
writers, the big three have confirmed that they have.
Okay,
they have
hold on.
plenty of
I want to
ideas.
mention something real quick with this comment. I understand it's the end, but we need to spin off of Quan. Okay, I don't care when it says because here's the thing called the Cobra. After part 2, Quan is done because here's the thing. We're only gonna see him in the tournament and the brawl. That's it. We're not gonna anything about Quan. I just feel like a spin-off of Quan, and it could be 10 episodes, 8 episodes. I don't care. I just want a spin-off of Quan. That's it. I don't care about the episodes. It could be 8 episodes for all I care.
That. We could get that for all we know. We could get that, but I'm just saying, like to answer Call of the Cobra, they said that they have many ideas for many spin-offs that they're planning on doing in the future.
Many spin-off. Okay, I might have another idea, but I don't know if it's a good one. So
yeah, so they have a lot of ideas, and I think, believe it or not, I think Miyagi's one of them, and Chosen could be one of them, and the kids could be the teenagers could be one of them. Sam, Miguel, Tori, Bobby, they've all expressed. Sam. Mary Mauser has expressed interest in doing a Sam spinoff.
I don't know. Listen, I understand they wanted to spin-offs with the kids, but
no. I'm just saying, like I'm just saying, like that's a pot. Like that's.
I understand, but I don't want them personally. Personally, for me, I don't want them because I feel like those characters, like Sam, Miguel, Tori, and Robin, I think their end should be season 6. That's it, because it'll be a great ending for them. For me personally, I think what's necessary for me is I'm fine with Mr. Miyagi because it could be good. Quan, Chosen, Mike Barnes, and that's it.
Here's the way I look at it. I do want a college show because of one reason and one reason only.
Oh yeah, and the college show. Yeah.
Is the one thing that I've thought about is, like, I know Jacob Bertrand has been campaigning for the idea of a college show, but the one thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I'm curious to see what your guys' perspective on this is, the one spinoff I see happening, and if you have watched my video when I talk about Johnny's future at the end of this show, because this show started with him, right?
Yeah.
You guys know what I really see happening at the end of this show, no matter what dojo it's in.
Yeah.
I really think that if you remember in season 4, despite in season 5 we kind of saw that, and even at the end of season 4 you kind of left him in the dojo and kind of felt like he failed him. Failure is the best teacher, and something I feel is very important. Well, Miguel's probably going to college. Sam's going to college, most likely. Hawk's going to college. Dimitri's going to college. I don't think Robbie is. And do you know why he's going to college? Because after Robbie wins the Sekai Taikai, Robbie will either be a sensei of Miyagi-Do, or he's going to be a sensei of what I believe is going to happen. I've seen pictures of it. I still think it's a likely scenario out there, especially if we get a redemptive arc for Kreese, right? If we get a redemptive
I know
arc
where you're
for Kreese,
going.
I think Johnny opens Cobra Kai again at the end of this show. And I think that's how they end it. And I think it's
Maybe.
Mike, Johnny, and Robbie running multiple dojos.
Maybe, yeah. But like I said, like I said, nobody thought that Ralph thought he was done, done playing Daniel LaRusso until 30 years later. He came, he came back for Cobra Kai. So I don't think any of the, wait, hold on, Joe. I don't think any of the teenagers are done playing their character
I don't know how I feel
done
about that
playing
at
their
all.
characters.
I don't know
I
how
don't
I
think
feel
any.
about that. Here's the thing. If they announce that, I don't know.
What do you see them as adults?
I don't know. I just don't like the idea. Something just feel because I feel like their end should be season 6. That's it.
Well,
If
yeah,
they
but
want,
I mean,
here's the thing. If they wanted to do that, why not do season 7? Why just not just renew season 7?
well,
It's
no,
fine.
what I'm saying is like in the future, like it could be like 10 years from now, like
I don't know. I
10
still
years
don't
from
want
now,
that.
10 years from now, season 7. But like I said, they might not even do a spinoff with the kids. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Like all of these
I think they
actors
might.
and
Listen.
actresses,
If they do it, here's
all
the
of
thing.
these
Hold on,
actors.
Joe,
Wait,
hold on.
hold on. All these actors and actresses that play these characters, they're gonna come back.
I understand that.
Some-
But here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. If they do it, okay, but I'm not watching it. I'm gonna skip that one. I know that's crazy to hear from me, but I'm gonna skip that one because I don't want anything after season 6. But the things I will watch first thing if that happens is Quan, because I want to know more about Quan. That guy I want to know a lot more from. I don't know his history,
Yeah.
but
I'm
Quan.
seeing actually this universe that out there, any spinoff they do. Like I know people. I know it might not be good, but I'm still going to watch the new Karate Kid movie when it comes out, even though I don't trust Sony worth a damn.
Yeah,
don't give me
I
sorry.
am too.
I'm gonna give it a shot too.
I am
wonder
I'll
if
too.
watch it, but I don't know. I'm not.
In the
I wonder-
breakup.
They're not okay. Here's
If
the thing.
they
I'm gonna
break up, I don't think it will be permanent. If they break up, it won't be permanent.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna mention the thing. I think I think what happens, Joe. I don't think it will be really a breakup. You know what I think it will be? I think they're gonna take a break from each other until the end of part 2.
That would
That's why-
make sense. I can
I
see
hope
that.
so. I hope so. I don't want them to break up either, but if they do, just
Because I just feel like if they break up, like it doesn't make sense to me. The writing is not make sense to me if that happens.
I agree with Jim Tim.
I hope they don't break up. But
Yeah.
if they do, there's not much we can do.
All I'm gonna
There's
say,
nothing
you know what I'm
we
gonna
can
say,
do.
Melissa, if that happens, I'm gonna say this to the writers: lazy writing. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're not wrong.
Because why would you break up? Tori and Robbie, I'm sorry.
They already had the breakup in season 5. Don't make it a real breakup again, because then you're rehashing Sam and Miguel territory.
Right.
It's repetitive. You know what? I'm gonna just use that word now. Some of the things in season 6 is getting repetitive. Like, can we stop that? Come up with new ideas, please.
It is pretty repetitive.
Like Tyrell made a good point about part 2 being something new and different for once, and not being repetitive.
Yeah, he
Yep.
made another great video about that. I saw that call to Cobra.
Just hope it's not another rehash of season 4 and 5. I want it completely original.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
Like Sam versus Zara, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Sam versus
something
Zara?
really
Yeah, that would be.
that I thought was
One
really
hell of a
interesting
fight.
is everyone keeps talking about part 2 and keeps talking about, someone's going to win the tournament at the end. And we even had the topic earlier about the drama that the tournament's caused. Right, Melissa?
Yep.
Well, you know what's crazy I've been thinking about lately?
What?
I think episode 10, or whenever we're waiting from the time we finished part 2 and wait for part 3, I think the tournament's going to get postponed.
Yeah, I heard you make a theory. I don't know. I mean,
Okay, can I mention that, Joe? I want to mention that. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna be.
yeah. I
honest
mean,
with
I
you.
don't know how I feel about that either.
I'm gonna
I
be
don't
a
know.
little-
I think they make it seem like the tournament's gonna end in part 2.
Like, here's the
Yeah.
thing.
And
Joe,
I
if
have
that
a reason
happens,
to
I don't
think-
care what it says. I don't care what it says. If that happens, Joe, I'm gonna be pissed off. I don't care what it says.
I understand.
You
But I
can't
think I
tell
see
me.
a
You
reason
no,
why
listen,
this-
Joe. You can't tell me that I waited 2 years just to know the winners for the second attacker, just so I can wait for part 3. No.
But
Yeah,
if you have
I'll be
to-
upset
Yeah.
too.
you have to
I
also
agree,
think that
CVO.
Think about
Yeah.
it this way. Though. If
I'll be
you,
upset too if that
I agree,
happens.
Stevie. I will definitely be upset.
I would go on a. You know what? If that happens, Joe, I'm going on a rant. I'm gonna make a rant video about it.
I understand. Look, I'm just trying to tell you that they want to build up entertainment and they want to have interesting television. If they really wanted to, sometimes when you piss someone off, it can be a good thing because
No.
sometimes you're building intrigue. And I see one reason. Yeah, I agree with you, Call of the Cobra. And here's why.
No, I don't like that, bro. Why
I-
episode 12? We won't. Here's the thing: we won't have enough time for the final battle to settle. If it's episode 12. You see, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, Joe, hold on. If that happens, Joe, I don't care if anyone says that's Netflix's choice. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah,
That's
not the big three's choice.
And that's gonna
Yeah.
piss me off. I would cancel Netflix if I had to, because, like, no, you better give us the winners in episode 10. I don't care what says.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
waiting.
Quan's they said, believe it or not, they said Quan's character's done in episode 10.
So what's the point of doing a postponing the tournament then? If Quan's
true.
empty?
Yeah.
You want to know what? You want to know why I think that could happen? And I'll say this. I might be crazy, and I might be crazy for saying this, but even though they're captains, I know everyone has this dream match of Robbie and Quan being the final two big fight, right? I don't think that Robbie versus Quan is the fight ender of the tournament for, like, whatever they call it, the boys division, whatever way you want to put it, right? The captains fights. I think Robbie's going to fight someone different in the total finals besides Quan. And
I think he's gonna fight Yoon.
Or Axel.
I don't think it's going to be.
I mean,
I don't think
it
it's
could
going to
go
be.
either with Robbie. It could go.
That's what I'm saying. Jim
Either way.
made a good point. Hold on. Jim made a good point. The whole tournament be part 2. Why do you
Right.
extend it for part 3? It's 5 episodes. You don't need to extend it for part 3.
Yeah, I agree. I think I think the tournament should end in part 2.
Yeah,
You know,
like
like,
part two should
it
part
makes
two should
more-
mainly
it
focus
makes
on the
more
Saikai
sense.
Taikai.
It
So the reason
makes
I'm-
more sense because then part 3 can focus on the bigger threat.
Because Joe, that's gonna be slow pacing. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
be
no,
saying,
no, I'll be honest with you guys, and here's what I'll tell you. I watched a video about this when I brought up this point. This is not what I want to happen. This is what I was told was going to happen.
Oh.
Now, I hope that this isn't true. I'm just telling you what I was told was that they were planning this based on this. Now, I don't know the credibility of this. I was told by some leak that they said
what
that
is it? Joe? Just say it. I might know what you're talking about. Just say it.
they were saying that it could get postponed because of one theory that we've also had is one way the tournament could get postponed as much as it sucks is if we do get a potential brawl at the tournament and it does cause people from getting taken out of the tournament and they have to maybe the mats get damaged or something, they have to change venue, whatever. Like there could be a number of reasons why it could change.
All right, it does make sense now. After
Because if Silver starts all
watching-
out war at the tournament, then that could
Yeah,
cause
but they've also said though too several times we can't take these leaks seriously.
No.
I'm not saying I believe that.
Okay, here's the thing, Joe. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me be honest with you, Joe. If that happens, I'm not the only one that's gonna be mad. I can already tell that Karate will be mad about that because Karate.
Yeah,
I even talked to
Karate
Karate
will be
about
mad
this.
about a lot of
Just listen. Hold on. I
Listen,
talked
I'll
to
be
Karate.
mad too.
Because listen, Karate. I even talked to Karate. Do you think it's a? I don't know when was this, but I think I mentioned something about the turn. Do you think it's a good idea to postpone the tournament until part 3? He's like, no, just do it part 2. Part 2 should be the main focus of the second,
Right.
which I agree.
I have
I agree with you. Listen, CVO,
Something-
I agree with you. I agree with you completely. I think it should end in part 2 because that way it sets up it sets up the bigger threat for part 3.
I mean,
That's
I
what I'm
agree with
saying.
all you guys on this. I just don't like that there's these leaks out there trying to tell people this nonsense when it's like, I hope that's not true because
That's why the creators have said since the beginning, do not take these leaks seriously.
And not only that, Melissa, the actor who plays Quan. He said some of the leaks are fake too. The actor
Yeah,
plays
he
Yeah,
said
that's what-
90% of the
yeah,
leaks are fake.
Yeah, even the cast have said don't take these leaks seriously. 90% of them are fake.
Yeah,
The only ones I take seriously is the silver leaks. The silver leaks is the only one I take seriously because I know that's true.
yeah. To be fair, it's one thing I think is that's crazy is there are fake leaks or not. Well, there are leaks out there of part 2 and there are talks of it. it's kind of wild to me that out of all these leaks that have come out, there are no leaks of like final battles in part 3, which I think is kind of interesting. Which means they must have kept them very secret.
You know, Joe. You know why? You know why? Because I think the moment we wait for part 3, that's when they're gonna leak it. Because every time we wait for a part, they leak stuff part.
That's
Because
true.
when we waited for part 2, that's when part 2 leaks come in. When we waited for part 2.
I will
So
say
I
this:
get-
I did have lots of videos planned for the night. Now I know my focus video tonight is going to be my Iron Dragon because I have a great script for this video, and one thing I keep clinging on to that most of my Iron Dragon video is going to be about is my love of the idea of the fact that the more and more I think about it, especially with them being connected, and even though Silver doesn't necessarily care for anyone, but sometimes he has to work with people that he doesn't necessarily want to work with. Love the idea of a real martial arts actor being such a big legacy character as Master Kim's son, right? Like imagine we're watching this tournament, and yeah, Liu Tan's there, and he does some things for Iron Dragons, and like maybe he fights Johnny for a little bit, whatever. But imagine we get to part 3, Master Kim gets killed, Kreese and Silver have their battle, right? And imagine this, guys. At the end of all of this, you have the son of Master Kim, because he's younger than Master Kim. He's at a level that's just beyond everyone. And you just have this guy that is such a threat that all our good guys have to like just end game this shit, because this guy is bad. Like, he's so bad to the bone that we gotta have Mike in there. We gotta have Julie in there. This guy's a problem.
Wait a minute, Joe. You just gave me an idea. If that's the case, you know who I think will defeat him? You know who I think will defeat him, Joe?
I think it'll be chosen.
No, I don't think he'll be chosen. You know who I think will be?
Mike?
Who?
No,
Who?
Johnny. I think Johnny will be the one.
I think
Oh,
so
could
too.
be.
Because here's why I think Johnny will beat him. Because it's going to be everyone will be fighting him, and this is what I think is going to happen. I'm also mentioning this in my video. There's 2 videos I think I'm going to get done tonight. One is I know we don't like to talk about the big divide. I'm sure this is going to get a lot of people in the divide center. There's a video I wanted to make for a long time about why I think Robbie will win the Sekai Taikai. And it's also going to be the thing that grooms Robbie for the tournament, the thing that's going to make, and I'm hoping that there's time to do this because I know that he's away in Okinawa right now. But I think if Robbie has one-on-one time with Chosen, I think all bets are off. I think what Robbie could learn from Chosen could simultaneously save him from all major threats moving forward. Because I think that there are things that Chosen will teach to Robbie that he didn't even teaching to Daniel.
Yeah.
You know
Like-
what, Just
like-
thank you for
like-
looking at. You know what I could see if that happens? If he does teach Robbie, I feel like when he finds out that Robbie is gonna fight Quan, and he knows that if Chosen sees Quan's skills, that's where he's gonna be like, "Oh, Robbie's son," or wherever he says, "Robbie's son, I need to teach you something so you can fight this
Yep.
guy and beat him." So, yeah,
I think Robbie's going to learn a skill. Robbie had some. Can we talk about, like? Can I tell you guys something that's kind of crazy that I was thinking about? And I might still make this video too because people. I know Tiger Bell was asking about ranking Miyagi-Do in part 1, right?
yeah.
You can say whatever you want. I know people love Tori, they love Sam, they have their favorite female fighter. I know this might cause some discourse. This might be a spoiler for my ranking video, but I'm going to say it anyway. Robbie is the definitive best fighter in part 1 for the kids. And
I
the
agree with
reason-
that.
I agree.
And the reason why is literally just so clean as day. And I just think that, like, Robbie's going to learn things in, like, he was great in part 1, but it's going to be even more elevated in part 2. You're going to see why he's capped. Not as simple as he beat Miguel. You're going to see why this character, the whole second place thing is coming to play. And you're going to see it's going to be amazing. Like when I made my video about Robbie and Quan, like, look, it was so cool watching Eli and Robbie fight in season 4 because you had 2 of these incredible athletic dudes. But if you watch behind the scenes, look, even Tanner has said, Brandon H. Lee is in real life could kill everyone on this show. Like it's not even if we're looking at like real life facts, he would murder everyone on this dang show with the skills that he has. But in terms of like not only realistic sense, but even without plot armor, even when you look at like what these actors bring to the table, the training that Tanner puts in every season versus the training what Brandon Lee puts in, which is also insane. This fight between these two will be the greatest kid fight. No, and people are gonna start shutting up about Chris Miguel, all their fights. They're gonna start shutting up about all these other fights with the other teens because this fight is gonna be the peak teen fight of all time. You're gonna have two people that are like so skilled, and they're willing to do whatever it takes with incredible. And I've said this before. I know look. Johnny's style isn't the definitive way to win this tournament. I can agree with that. But what I will say is it is going to be won through offense. It doesn't have to be Johnny's style, but because after watching Bloodsport, after looking into more knowledge about the class, to watch, looking at Kickboxer, they all tell me one thing. The key to this tournament is Season 3 Robbie. Strike first.
Just
How
like,
ironic would it
yeah.
What would it be if Miyako wins by striking first? Like, if you really think about it, this tournament is so unpredictable. You have to use the unpredictable
Just
to your
like the
advantage.
key also is getting season 4 Sam back, or Eagle Fang Sam back for this
You know
tournament.
what? Can I mention? Wait, Joe. Can I mention something?
And season 1 Miguel back.
I wanted to mention something, Joe. You know how we're talking about Robbie versus Hawk in season 4? You know, I just looked at how long that fight was. I think it was 6 minutes long, the Robbie and Hawk fight. I think the Robbie and Quan fight, I think that'll be like 8 or 9 minutes long.
It will be a long fight. It's going to be a long fight because I think that at first they're going to make Quan seem so threatening. Like, I think that you might even have it in the fight where, like, even though Robbie could get injured from previous fights early, I could see Robbie getting super injured in that fight, and they get to the point where he kind of like has like a moment where like, oh, I need a breather. Like, this guy is kicking the crap out of me, and then he gets his arm injured, and then you just see like
you know what, Joe? You know how emotional it would be if Robbie's like hurt and he's like about to cry while he's hurt by Quan, and he looks at Miguel and Johnny like, well, that's gonna hit me actually, bro. What the heck?
Oh, guys, on season 4, at the tournament, when Robbie was fighting Hawk, he had the most corniest line ever.
That's not even that corny.
Baby.
Here's the thing. That's
Let's
not
go,
that corny.
baby.
I'm gonna admit right now, that's not even that corny. I just think he was just excited. But I was gonna say, Joe, like imagine that. Like he's injured by Quan, right?
It's funny at the same time.
Wait, hold on. He looks at Johnny Miguel, right?
Yeah.
Miguel, like he's whispering to Robbie, like you could hear him. He can hear Miguel's whisper. He's like, "Get up, Robbie. Get up."
Yep.
And Robbie hears that, and he's like, and he's about to cry. Like, bro, that would be emotional, right? I'm actually gonna cry if that happens, bro.
You know what that will, you know is if because remember Kreese trained Robbie and Cobra Kai before. Imagine Kreese tells Quan a bunch about Robbie, and then you just hear like, yeah, you need to take out Keen, and then imagine Robbie wins the fight. Finally, just goes to the incredible comeback, biggest comeback you ever seen, and then all of a sudden you see him like say something like Robbie just goes into like complete overdrive, full crazy power level, and he just knocks him out. And before he knocks him out, he does this crazy kick to his face, and he goes, "It's not Keen, it's Lawrence." Like, oh,
you know what, Joe? You know what?
Joe,
thank you for mentioning the whole him going off. You know what? I think that moment we see that moment happen. I think you're gonna see the Robbie that almost killed Kenny in season 4, episode 9. I think you're gonna see that Robbie come back.
Well, yeah, the Robbie that kicked him in the face. Oh, dude, I love that.
Yeah, you're gonna see that Robbie, the dark Robbie, dark Robbie that we wanted for so long.
My favorite Robbie moment still is Robbie when he's scoring points on Eli in season 4, He says, "Let's go, baby." Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so
I
good.
love that scene. That scene got me. So I'm like, let's go, Robbie. You got this. I don't care.
Well, yeah. Well, I have to
Hype Rob
actually
is my favorite.
starting to get going. But this was
Don't
a
worry,
great
boys.
talk.
This
This
is
is
a
a
great
great
podcast.
discussion. This was awesome.
So
Well, I'll
Thursday
see.
we're
I'll
gonna
see you
watch.
later on the Cobra Kai Underground.
So Thursday we're
Peter
gonna
Joe.
watch. Oh yeah.
Thanks for
Tyrell
coming on.
Master and CVO.
Thanks
Great
for coming
conversation.
on. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yeah. So Thursday we're gonna watch The Quest, and we're gonna dive into a lot of big stuff. So it's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go too, guys. So I'm gonna see you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out too.
Guys, I'll be making a couple videos tonight before I go to bed. It would be pretty crazy ones. So take care. How are you doing,
All right.
Tyrell?
Good. How are you, Joe? Yeah.
Doing good, man. Just resting and get off work.
Yeah. I'm a little bit tired too.
All right. All right.
Gotta get some.
Thanks,
I
guys,
got
for
some videos.
coming
Okay.
on. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Underground. No worries.
Yeah. We'll see you all on Thursday.
Yes,
All right.
sir. It's gonna be a good day. Sounds good, bro. Take care.
All right.
See you Thursday, Underground, and maybe we can play some Fortnite tomorrow during the day.
All right. Sounds good.
Stay tuned for my videos I'm about to make, bro.
I will.
Sounds dope.
All right. Yo, on the ground, can you see my comments in karate stream? Wait, hold on. No, I cannot. No, I cannot call it Cobra. Sorry. All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna call it for today's live stream. W podcast, by the way. I want to give a shout out to Joe, Melissa, Josen, and Tyrell for being on. I appreciate that. And if you like this podcast, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And I'll see you guys on podcast episode 5. Wait, no, podcast episode 6. My bad. Yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys next week on podcast episode 6. Peace and take care.